Loris Baz here, VIR day one. It is extremely hot. We'll start with that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Three races this weekend. Nice and sweaty. How you feel coming into this one? And yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, feeling great. I feel like we've been getting up to speed, getting to know each other with the bike. It was not the easiest start at the Ridge. So then after that, since Laguna was just getting better every time, I feel like Mid-Ohio was we were really strong at the end of Sunday.
Yeah.
Could not really show in the results with the short race we had with the red flag, but I felt really great on the bike. And I feel like the team, we're trying to figure, to find a window where the bike works in terms of setup.
Yeah.
Where the bike feels like the old one.
Yeah.
And after that, of course, there is more potential on this bike than the old one. That's sure. We can see in Europe. We just need to first find where the bike works with those tires and the regulation here, and then try to make the bike better. But yeah, feeling good.
Yeah.
Like this track, last time was 21, so yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna start it with a heavy hitting question. Why is it that you think you've only done 3 rounds? Why is it you think that the Ducati has not won here in the States yet after so much success in World Superbike?
Well, the main thing is the tires. So the bike is developed in Europe. The only country in the world where this bike is not riding the Pirellis, it's here.
Yeah.
Maybe in Asia, in Asian Championship as well, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But there they will be racing other tires again. So, and they have experience. They have testing. They received the bike really late here in the US.
Yeah.
They were not able to test before the season,
Yeah.
either PJ or HSBK. So and then just unlucky. I think that race where Cam's crashed, he would have won that race.
Totally. Totally.
So it's always also a bit of luck. But yeah, just the bike works really different with the tires here. And I know that from 21. It's just, I mean, you see the races and you think that everybody's slow here.
Yeah.
When you watch the race.
Yeah.
If you look a race from World Superbike and right after you put a race here, it seems like we're just cruising along.
Yeah.
Just
It's like watching international soccer versus watching here in the States, like watching MLS.
Because it's just we don't lean as much and it just seems like, but it's just that the grip from the tracks and the tires is just different. And I mean, we're all pushing so hard, but it's just, you need to make the bike work. And you can see that there is not any bike that has the same setup as Europe here. So it's just trying to find this. So yeah, I think it's coming, like we were strong in Mid-Ohio and I think we should be even stronger here.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward.
Yeah, it's good. We'll backtrack a little bit. First time, I assume the first time that you rode this new iteration was here when you turned up at the Ridge.
Yeah.
What are you paying attention to in the first 5 laps on a motorcycle? As someone who's got so much experience in developing bikes and making things work, in the first 5 laps on the bike, what are you after?
Just trying to understand the basic thing, like just it's like dating a new girl the first time you go out, like you always ask the random question and see how the feeling goes.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same with the bike. You go out on track. When it's a track, you know where you're going, and you let the bike talk to you and see how is it working and what you need, and then it's coming pretty quick. I mean, I like that. I really like that feeling of going out the first time with a bike. It's never really nice. Well, it's nice, but it's stressful when the first time is on a race weekend.
Of course.
And when the first time it's on the wet. So yeah, there is a lot of things. But yeah, you understand that first feeling you have going out in the first lap, you already feel a lot of things sometimes.
Yeah.
Even the out lap. So yeah, it's a really strange feeling, but it's like, like I like to compare it with a girl. Like date a girl, it's you've been talking sometime or not, and you go out and you don't know what to expect. So it's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's such a French way of putting it. Great work there. We'll dive in on that. And then furthermore, how do you determine the red flag? Whether something is you're feeling is a problem or just something that you're not used to? How do you understand that as a rider?
Well, you understand. I mean, we used to that. We used to go to that. I mean, any bike is pretty easy to bring. Let's say 1.5, 2 seconds from the top.
Yeah, yeah.
I think whoever is fighting in front here can take any bike of the paddock, and in 5 laps will be 2 seconds away from home.
Insane.
Like something like that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
But then you need to find a way to feel comfortable on the bike, to push the limit and to go to the limit as much as you can. So that's the thing. So that's why a setup can be so different from one rider to the other on the same bike. It's just that there is not one way to make a bike work. It's just a way where you feel, like the job of a crew chief is to make the rider feel comfortable and trust the bike, so you can push close to 100% for as many laps as possible.
Okay.
So it's you have that kind of feeling on you, and you understand pretty quick what you have to improve, and then you try to, with your crew chief, he needs to translate your words into his computer to see the problems on his lines, and then find a setup to make you feel better.
Yeah.
But you try to not change so much on a race week. It's never really good to change so much a setup on a race weekend, because every time you change a setup, it's like trying a new bike.
Yeah.
And you need to get used again.
Yep.
So it's better to try to keep as close as possible to your base on a race weekend.
Yeah.
But that's also hard when you only do races and haven't been testing this bike, only racing.
Yeah, totally.
So you need to use a bit of the weekend to test and find your base. So it's a balance of performance and trying to walk in the right way.
Yeah, and with that work, what do you think? What do you think it separates someone that can ride a motorcycle quickly, like you're saying, and then who can find that last 1 second, 1.2 seconds, whatever that is, right? The actual development of the setup. What do you think that separation is? Is it experience? Is it time doing it? Is it a feeling? Or like you said, the translation, obviously having a good crew chief plays into that in some way, right?
It's a bit of everything, like I think there is some performance. I think there is riders that are able to go faster than others.
Yeah.
And you can give them whatever you can give whatever you want to some slower guy. They will never have that speed.
Yeah.
So I think there is like a performance in that. So many people doesn't like the word talent.
Yeah.
I use the word talent as it's the capability that you have to do something when you are young, without practicing it. That's the talent. But so let's say some racer will try any bikes and will never go faster than on a stock one.
Yeah.
So then it's just that, like to be able to push on that limit of what the bike goes, because the V4R stock is already so fast.
It's so good.
So then when you make the Superbike version, it's hard. The bike is harder to ride and everything. So that's when you see the racers.
Yeah.
And then if you translate that in MotoGP, it's even another world. Like it's even harder.
Yeah.
So, but it's a combination of everything. And like, I don't even think about that, because for me, it's as natural to ride a bike that it is to wake me up in the morning and get dressed. I'm riding bike since I'm 5, racing since I'm 8.
Yeah.
Like riding bike since I'm 2 and racing since I'm 8. So it's so natural and I just like it. But it's to find the performance is just a combination of crew chief, teams, bikes, spirit.
Right.
How you feeling, like family. There is a lot of things coming around to feel good in the right moment. But the way I think the best thing is to, when you have a crew chief, like a crew around you that you trust and they understand you, the translation between what I'm saying I feel, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Because if I can tell you I lose the rear, and it can be 100 different things on the bike.
Yeah.
But the crew chief needs to translate it on the data. So for me, this is the most important. It's how your crew can translate your words into lines and setup.
Yeah. And so do you trust the data over what you trust in the feeling, or do you?
Well, you
try to marry the two. I assume, yeah.
I think it's really like 100% of both. Like,
okay,
I really like the main thing is the feeling of the rider. That's the most important.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can have some team that say, no, it's not right what you're saying. Yeah, okay, it's not right, but it's still my limitation now.
Yeah.
So it's really 100% of the feeling, because that's the first thing that the guy is gonna listen to when you come back to the pit.
Yeah.
And then it's pointing on the computer with all the data and sensors there, what that feeling means.
Yeah.
Because it can be electronic, it can be set up, it can be 100 of things again.
Yeah, of course.
And then in that toolbox of setup that you have, where you can change so many things on a bike, you have to try to find the thing that will make this problem the best, like improve that problem and that feeling the most possible without making the rest worse.
Okay. Yeah.
Because every time you
compromise, right?
Yeah, every time you change something, it's affecting another thing.
Yeah.
So if you like 95% of the bike, but there's 5% you don't like, sometimes changing those 5% will make 20 worse. So it's a balance of so many things, and I think that's what's cool in this world, is that it's never perfect. And also when you're riding, sometimes you have a problem, but you can work on yourself to solve that problem. You have a wrong feeling and you keep riding without coming to the pit, and you find a way to
ride through it.
Through it and not feeling it anymore. So it can also, most of the thing can be solved by the rider.
Of course.
But sometimes it's just hard to do it.
Yeah. What you mentioned the 95 and 5 and the compromise. Where are you at in the balance of this 26 V4R? Where's
I mean, we're really close to have a really strong bike. We still have some little issue.
Yeah.
We will see here, but Mid-Ohio was mainly the rear going in a turn.
Yeah.
Laguna Seca was a bit the front. We improved that a lot.
Okay.
Traction was not really good in Laguna. We improved that a lot. Mid-Ohio traction was good. Front feeling was really good.
Yeah.
But the rear going in was really good for 5 laps. And then I had a big drop and I could not ride the bike anymore. That was gone in race 2, I think, and that was way better in race 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think we're far from the full potential of this bike.
Yeah.
I think this bike has really a lot of potential.
Yep.
But we're not far from having a bike that's fighting for the win.
Yeah. What do you miss from the old Ducati?
I mean, just the bike was just good at the end. You know, like, and when you come to a track with an old bike, and you know the setup, and you don't have to change anything.
Yeah.
Well,
coming off the truck on a Friday.
That was not my case in 24, because it was my first year back, and we had to change a lot of things. But that feeling of having a bike that works really well and you have a base that works well, it's cool. Like even for the team, they don't have to change a lot. They don't have to work a lot on Thursday.
Focus
even
on
since
the job.
Mid-Ohio, like now I can see we leave to the hotel, we go dinner much earlier.
Yeah.
In Laguna Seca, we were changing the bike a lot, and you see the guys staying late, up really late. So it's cool when you don't have to change a lot of things.
Yeah. We'll do the last question on the V4R. If you had 5 full days to test the bike tomorrow, what's the testing plan look? Even 2 full days. What's the testing plan look like for you when you think about developing a bike? Like, you're going to take this thing and go.
I never really decide on what we're doing.
Yeah.
I know that I would like just to have a lot of laps and do 3 full days like we do in Europe.
Yeah.
With good track condition and just doing a lot of laps.
Come in, change a tire, not change much, and just learn the bike.
And then sometimes do big changes to see how it reacts. But you have if you have 2-3 days of test, that's really cool. Like proper winter test, it's nice when you have the parts to try and you can just push slowly and try different things and race simulation. And I mean, I used to hate winter tests. Like I was the guy that hated the most the winter test, I think. And now I'm the guy that really loves testing. I love it. I love doing a lot of laps. I mean, I remember in MotoGP you do a lot of laps, but in Superbike I did some days with more than 100 laps a day. with 10K. We did 3 days in Jerez with 302 laps, I think.
Yeah.
And I think 2 months ago, I was doing the Dunlop test in Europe.
Yeah.
We did 600 laps in 3 days with 2 riders,
Whoa.
300 each.
Jeez.
So now I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think that's because you love riding a motorcycle, or you love the development? What is it? What is it that
I've always
drives
been
you?
someone that I love racing.
Yeah.
I love riding on track and I love racing, and I hated testing.
Yeah.
And I think growing up, I think I love riding more and more. Riding on track. So I love it more and more. And I mean, it's like a guy that started running 5K and then 10K, and when he's getting 30, he ran half marathon, and when he's 40, he ran a marathon, and then he goes to ultra marathon. I think when you're getting older, you kind of like and enjoy more the
process.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just love to have 3 days testing on this bike.
Yeah. We'll kick a few more here, just a couple quick, easy ones. Let's see. I think. Do you ever get frustrated when you know there's performance in a bike that you have yet to unlock? Does it frustrate you, or is it?
I mean, not
part of it.
Not really, because I mean, frustrate me more if I do something wrong than the bike, you know, or if you can't understand what to do with the bike.
Yeah.
But when you ride a bike, and I mean, I have a lot of fun on this bike.
Yeah.
For me, I always said, like, the 3 races that I did, all the races I did in Laguna, I just sit on the grid looking at the bike, and I'm like, fuck, this bike is so beautiful.
This is so cool, yeah.
It's just the most beautiful bike on the wall. And it's
dude.
I just love riding it, so I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get frustrated in this world when something doesn't go like the plan, you know?
Yeah.
Like you expect something. Like in Mid-Ohio in qualifying, we had a plan with the stickers to save 1 tire, and it just didn't work, and you come back. You're really frustrated for like 5 minutes, and then it goes away. So yeah. But yeah, frustration is part of of anything. Like, it's part of life. It's just how you accept it and how you bounce back after frustration. Not keeping burning your mind. You know?
Yeah. Last one on the Ducati Dunlop thing. Do you find that you're developing this bike, or do you find you're more so adapting the bike?
No, we're adapting the bike.
Is
developing the bike is changing parts and making new parts. We're not making new parts. We're not asking Ducati. I mean, they will not do it. Yeah. So we have to adapt that bike to the Dunlop.
Okay.
With, as I said, the toolbox of setup that we have. And people sometimes I think that's what people don't realize is how many things you can change on the bike. Between electronics and chassis setup, it's a million things. And there is not only one ride, there is like a lot of rides.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to find that window where this thing works.
Yeah.
With those tires, those track.
Yep.
And then stay in that window.
Yep. What are you still trying to learn when you swing your leg over a motorcycle? Anything?
I think, everybody has something to learn from anyone.
Everything. Yeah.
So I think the day you think you have nothing to learn, you just start to really go down. So, Mark Marquez still learn a lot of things,
Every day, I'm sure.
So you keep learning, and you learn from many guys, and sometimes people that you don't expect, or a few years earlier you would not have expected to learn things from,
Yeah.
So but you learn about yourself, and you learn about a lot of things. The thing that I learned more and more those last years is how much I love it, and how much I love racing here in America, and how much I love racing bikes, because when I was 20, I always said at 30, 31, I will stop. I was complaining when I was a kid that those old guys stay racing and don't let a bike for us. And now I'm 33 and I want to race until I'm 45. And I used to laugh about those old guys like Josh is racing at 50, like you have nothing else to do. And now I'm like, I told my girlfriend last race on the grid, I'm like, I love it so much. You might be coming to the grid until you're 60.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
That's something that I really learned the last few years, is that I love it so much.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's it been like having been as a teammate?
It's good.
I mean, obviously Ben has not been on the equipment that he's on now, and now he's got a pole. He's led some laps at Mid-Ohio. What have you been finding as teammates with Ben
he's
Smith?
a really nice guy.
Yeah,
he's a
super
really
cool.
Nice guy. His crew chief used to be my crew chief in World Superbike for 2 years.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, the last 2 years I did with BMW, so it's fun. He's a nice guy. He's going fast. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's also something in this world where we depend a lot about everything we said about bikes, equipment, team spirit, people trusting you. And sometimes, I'm sure there is so many riders that haven't been the career they deserve or the result, or everybody thought they were really slow. And sometimes it's just a small thing, you know, just getting a chance or getting a right spirit. And he showed in Mid-Ohio that he was, you know,
Yeah,
I think much faster than anyone expected in the battle.
of course.
I think if you ask a couple of races ago, the odds to have him on pole in Mid-Ohio,
High.
yeah,
Yeah,
really
you
high.
win a lot of money.
So, I mean, it's showing that, he's just doing a good job. He was riding, and he was not only like everybody was like, I think, again, expecting after the pole that he would just disappear in the race, and he really fought in front,
Yeah.
and he was riding well. So it's cool for him. I mean, it's cool. It's cool when and it's cool for the team to see two guys, I think, in front, and especially Ben going well.
Yeah.
And I mean, then race to happen and shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
But, I think also in his head, I think when you've been always a bit more in the shadow and in the back,
Mhm.
when you have that great weekend, something can click in your head, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, it depends. You have so many examples of people that have been doing that great weekend and then disappear.
Yeah.
So it's a weird world. Like my mom always said, I'm sorry that I've put you in this world of professional sport.
Hey.
And I'm like, no, don't be sorry. It's the thing that I love the most. And she always said, yeah, but it's so ungrateful, you know, like it's so hard and sometimes doesn't really make, doesn't like pay the guy that works the hard.
Yeah.
But it show you and teach you a lot of things in life.
Yep.
And make you, just, always believing. And it's just the thing when you've been doing this, you're really strong in your mind because you always have to prove yourself, even after a win, even after something.
Yeah.
Again, Marc Marquez, so many people still doubting him, you know.
Yeah.
Before last year, before he went to Gresini, and even this year, when you read the comments online, you have some people that say it's over.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna win again, and
Of
people.
course.
So.
Yeah.
When you have those kinds of guy, that's what I always look like. If people are able to doubt about people like that, like Marquez, Rossi, Stoner, then you don't have to. Don't read the comments about yourself.
Of course. Last one. What's success look like for you as we close out the season? 8 races left.
I mean, for me, you know, I'm coming every week, and I don't know if I will be here at the next one.
Yeah.
Success is having fun on the bike with the team and jumping on the podium here. That's the target. I feel like I didn't expect we could be on the podium in Mid-Ohio. On Sunday morning, I really felt like we could be on the podium.
Yeah.
So now I want to be on the podium here.
Sweet. Good luck. Thanks for your time,
Thank
dude.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.